It's a little quiet because my husband and my son are at Costco, so I'm gonna try to prep and get a bunch of the stuff done for food before they get back. I'm making a recipe that I've made before. I've posted it on my story and a bunch of people asked for the recipe, so I figured this would be a good place to share it. It is super easy, delicious, and honestly, I've been making it like every single week. Drink of choice tonight is an apple olipop. Cheers. So the recipe calls for mayo, sriracha, and sweet chili sauce for the sauce. So I'm just mixing that up right now. But today's chat is going to be all about my pregnancy and catching you up on all of the things that have happened during this pregnancy that I haven't talked about on here yet. Everything was good at 10 weeks or 12 weeks. I did the genetic testing, which doesn't change anything for me either way. It's just I want to be prepared just in case there is something wrong. Everything came back fine. At my anatomy scan, everything was good at the 12-week ultrasound. And then at my anatomy scan at 20 weeks, they told me that there was cysts on her brain and that I needed to go to the high-risk doctor, which that of course freaked me out. I checked into like what the cysts could mean. And it basically was like just terrible, like regardless, but they kept saying like, oh, normally the cysts go away, like don't worry about it, blah, 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 like they always do. At 22 weeks, I saw the high risk doctor and they did a very intense ultrasound. And basically the doctor told me that because I had already done the blood test for the genetic screening, that he wasn't concerned at all that those cysts weren't going to go away, that they were fine, that it meant nothing because I had blood tests, which is like 99.8% accurate or something like that. So he wasn't like super worried about that. But however, let me back up a little bit. If you didn't know, I had a C-section with my first. The girl is doing my ultrasound and she's like, oh, are you planning on having a VBAC? And I was like, oh yeah, like I would like to do anything in my power to avoid having another C-section. And she goes, oh, okay. And I said, why? And she said, your placenta is really close to your cervix and your C-section scar, which I'm not a nurse. I have